Recording. Okay. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Mr. HBO's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be sitting here with a special guest named Mr. Blimp. You can give your first name and last name if you would like.
AKA Delen Parsley.
Nice. Okay. Um, so our first question I have for you is, who are you and what do you do for a living?
My name is Delen Parsley, and I train professional fighters, amateur fighters, lawyers, doctors, actors, anyone that want to come in and use anybody that want to come in and learn the trade of boxing. I work with them.
And the next question I have for you is, no, you're good. The next question I have for you is, what inspired you to choose the career path you have?
Boxing?
Yeah, what chose you?
I have some of my family that was involved in boxing. And then I used to like to watch, Ali and all those guys on CBS and everything. And I just like the boxing game. And when I was younger, we used to do it in the streets, box, chest box, slap box, and stuff like that. And I just like it. I love the game. I love doing it because
Nice.
I can.
Would you be able to go into a little bit more detail on your family history on how all of you guys got started with it? And
Well, the first one that started was my uncle. His name was Bob Stallings. They used to call him the Black Destroyer. And then I had cousins like Eddie Davis and Johnny Davis. They all got involved, and Willie Stallings. And they got involved. I used to go to the gym with them out in Long Island. And I love it. I just love the game.
And did you have any involvement with yourself, any boxing matches, or?
Yeah, I did some amateur boxing and a little pro boxing.
And how long did you do your pro and amateur boxing for?
I think I started amateur boxing in 1979, and I think I stayed amateur up until maybe 85.
Okay.
85.
And what was your record like back then?
Well, as an amateur, we fought every damn week, so I was like 80 wins and 5 losses.
I can see that. You're a big dude.
Yeah.
And back then.
Nah, we used to fight all the time. We used to have smokers. It was all kind of shows to keep us busy.
Right.
Not like today where you got to have a book and it goes on your record, and it's crazy right now. But back then we fought every weekend. We had boxing.
Go into details about that. You said it's different between now and then. What do you mean by that?
Because now it's like they want to sanction everything where everybody just makes money in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't where you're trying to build a fighter where he should fight every week. He should be able to go to this gym and spar with this guy or work with this guy. Now it's ridiculous.
If there was something you can change today, what would it be?
As far as what? As I can change.
As far as like
amateur boxing or professional boxing?
Amateur boxing.
Well, in amateur boxing, I would like to bring back where you have to draw to fight whoever it is you're supposed to fight. Like nowadays, they tell you who you fighting. When I was coming up, we had to go to the fights. We would pick a pill, 1 fight 2, 3 fight 4, 5. It would be
go down a bracket.
Right, and we go down in the bracket.
I like that. It's the free fall kind of vibe.
They'll call you and be like, yo, you want to fight this guy? I want you to fight this person. Like, how did you get to choose that? Who said that this is how this should have went? You know what I mean? But I guess.
Would you say it's, I wouldn't say rigged, but it's a matchup now for the spotlight?
I wouldn't say it's rigged. I just think it's like a lot of attitudes and people's personal thoughts going into the game where this person like that person or this person like the other person, or that's my favorite coach right there. So that's what it seems to me. Like, they picking their friends, whoever they want to get to the top. Yeah, everybody, yeah.
Everyone's okay.
They're picking, yeah.
Can you give us a small example of that, of a match that you saw?
Like going on now this weekend, right? I'm here in Gleason's gym. When we was fighting, we would have never been able to fight 2 Gleason's fighters, right? Like, if we're in the same gym, we can't fight right now because we go to the same gym. But once we got to the quarterfinals and the semifinals, we would be able to fight each other because there's not that many people in the tournament no more, so you don't have a big selection. But right now, they got guys from this gym fighting each other in the preliminaries. The tournament is just starting, and I got to fight my friend who I'm in the gym with every day.
And normally it doesn't go like that.
No.
At all. I did a little martial arts and
right, but today is time they're doing it. So I guess you get to do and choose whatever you want to choose depending on who's in the right position to do what they have to do.
Dang, yeah. No, it wasn't. It was back when I did it. It was like you signed up for a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who you fight until you get in
Yeah,
there.
you don't really care. Yeah, it don't
you just
matter.
go in there, just
Right.
look at the list and just go.
Right. That's it. That's how it used to be.
Okay.
But now, the people in charge tell you who you fighting.
I could see that because they think because they put the money towards it, they just started making rules out of nowhere of how they want to run everything, and then little spots just started opening up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. It
That's
didn't turn
that's
me
what
away,
we're dealing with today.
It kind of made it like when I train for it, I'm trying to train for everybody.
Yeah, of course. You're supposed to. You're trying to win a tournament, no matter who's there.
Because you never know. It's just a pick of the draw.
But things change. Nothing stays the same.
At all. It's a money grab now.
Exactly.
The next question I have for you, where did you start your journey in this field?
Boxing. I started my journey down in Howard Houses. And it's some projects in Brownsville that's called Howard Houses, right? But check this out. I joined the gym that Monday. It was on a Monday when I joined the gym. I came to the gym Wednesday. My coach was like, "You're gonna fight Friday." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm gonna fight Friday?" He like, "We have a smoker. You're gonna go and you're gonna fight." So I was in the gym 5 days
straight
before I had my first fight.
What
and
would
won.
Make you say that the coach made you just be like, "Okay, I'm gonna take him and throw him in the ring in 5 days"? What did he see?
Well, he didn't throw me in the ring in 5 days because he threw me in the ring like maybe the second day when I got there and we were sparring. I was sparring with other guys that was in the gym that was there already.
Okay.
And I guess he thought because, like when I was coming up, when I first started this interview, I was telling you, we didn't have guns like they have today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody would like be in the streets. We would chest box. We would slap box. And I had these 3 guys, Mike, Thornton, and Hugger, 3 older guys, was older than me. But I knew every time I seen one of them, I was going to have to put my hands up, either slap box, chest box, or something. But I knew, Blimp, there go Mike, there go Thornton, you're going to box with one of them. You know, you're going to have to do something. And I learned how to fight. I learned how to fight from being in the streets.
Yeah.
So once I got to the gym, and they just showed me technique, I already knew how to fight. I already knew how to take care of myself.
Right.
I was dealing with guys that was really big guys back then when I was coming up, you know, that was coming home from jail. And guys doing this, gang leaders, and I knew how to take care of myself. So I said, you know what? Let me take this to the gym. And that's what happened.
Did you have like your father show you anything?
My father?
As far as like, when you went to Brownsville, you lived there.
When I went where?
When you moved to Brownsville or lived in Brownsville, did your father sit you down and be like, "Hey, we're in this neighborhood"?
Well, my father wasn't with me when I first came to New York. My father wasn't in my life at that time. My stepfather was there, but we was from South Carolina. We didn't really know about Brownsville being a bad part of New York, because really back then it wasn't like really bad like it is now. Because you got to remember, when I first came to New York, that was like in the early 70s. Late 60s, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody, only thing was really going on was like the Black Panthers. You know, they had spots where we can go in there and draw and make little certain things, make little horses, wooden horses. They always had a place for us to go, you know, where it wasn't bad like that. It is like it is now.
Everybody was the 70s or before like anything happened.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas, all that stuff.
All that, yeah. It wasn't.
That was in existence.
It wasn't like it is now.
Were there any influence around you like that in the area that you're in that pushed you to stay away from the streets as time went along? Or someone who said, "Okay, I see his talent, get out the street, go to the gym"?
No, well, I just decided a lot of things on my own, and, you know, just by being around the neighborhood and seeing certain things, I knew what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So nobody really had to influence me. Like I said, I enjoy boxing. My family was boxers.
Right.
I used to watch Muhammad Ali and everything on TV. So, and I knew how to fight. So, me.
Right, let me get the and I'm
let
good.
me go ahead and
I
but I fell in love with it. I actually fell in love with this game. Like I said, I've been in it ever since 1979. From boxing.
No going away from it. Once it's in there, it's in there.
Yeah. And like I trained world champions, I trained amateur champions. Riddick Bowe, I started him as a kid. He became undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. So you never know, what's really your path in life. You just go on and just keep filling out and filling out and filling out and seeing what you really like. And this is what I like, and this is what I know how to do.
I like that. I actually like that. The next question I have for you. How did you get your first opportunity in this career?
How did I what?
Get your first opportunity in this career.
What do you mean my first opportunity? Like far as what?
I can elaborate on that more. Here, how did you get the first opportunity to train somebody?
To train someone?
Yes.
Well, in maybe 81, 82, they opened up a gym it was called a new Bed-Stuy boxing gym. Is where I really, really became involved in boxing, because they had George give me a minute. I just got stuck.
I'm taking you way back, so
George. Now I'm stuttering. I can't even get his name out.
You're good.
George Washington was one of the trainers in Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
And they gave me a job in Bed-Stuy training fighters. I used to train the little guys downstairs in the basement, and the big guys used to be upstairs training.
Okay.
So when I finished, when kids got like I said, I had Bo. Bo was younger, and when they got older, we used to send them upstairs to George Washington, to all the other trainers that used to be in the gym. So that's really how I got started in training.
In that gym, is it still open to this day?
It's still open today, but it's not as popular and as fun as it were back then. But it's still open.
And how long did you work there for?
I stayed in Bed-Stuy maybe for 12 years.
12 years. And out of that gym, how many people would you say did good under your wings of going on to the next fight? How many professionals did you get out of there, or amateur fighters did you get out of that gym?
Unbelievable. I couldn't even remember the number, but I know it was a lot.
Any famous people you want to throw out there? Or any big fighters out there? That you
like I said, they had Riddick Bowe. You had Mark Breland.
Okay.
You had Leon Taylor.
Okay.
You had Tony Forster.
Hey, they had a roster there.
It was crazy. That gym was crazy back then.
But it makes sense, though. Back then, it's like you said, there was no guns.
Right, there was no guns. People wasn't shooting each other, you know what I mean?
Walk away.
Right, we fighting out. Yo, I see you tomorrow. Then we became friends even after that. You know what I'm saying? Today they don't have chance.
Generation.
Today they don't have chance to do that.
When you say you guys fought, and then the next day you guys became friends, elaborate on that for this generation.
Right, because it was just a fight. We had a misunderstanding. It ain't like I slapped your mother or I went and robbed your father or something like that. It was just a misunderstanding that we had. Okay, let's fight, take care of this and get it over with, and I'll see you tomorrow, whatever. If you don't speak to me tomorrow, I know 2 days later you're going to speak to me. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, because we all was in the same neighborhood.
That's how I took it.
We used to sleep outside, bro. I used to take my shoes off, put them on the side of the and sleep.
See, that's how we were the
4
same
and
way.
5 of us would be out there sleeping. We come from Coney Island, because everybody used to go to Coney Island.
Right.
We come from Coney Island like, man, I ain't going upstairs. I'm staying out here. We're going to sleep. We're going to hang out. And just relax and have fun.
What do you think the difference between now and then?
Well,
as far
I think
as fighting wise,
what happened between now and then, the thing that really came in that I think that really screwed up New York and you know what I'm saying, the United States, was when crack. When crack came in, people started making money that wasn't used to making money, and then they seen how much money came into the game. You started killing your friends. Like, your friend had a spot down the block. He's getting more money than me today. Nah, I can't have that, bro. Get rid of him. You're like, what? The crack. I think crack drugs messed up New York.
And since you talk about that era, and you said it kind of messed up this era, I can see that. Because it took away from the attention of growing the community.
Right.
Back then, for us, it was more so the family was the baby.
Everybody was family.
Yeah.
You would eat at someone's house. You would spend your night at somebody's house.
And
you know what I mean?
You guys all meet up the next day.
Yeah, and everything was cool.
They don't even go to church.
We going to the park. We playing Coca-Cola 1, 2, 3. We playing stickball. We having a good time. We're not inside on the computer game, stuck here, not really knowing what, everything is about. And we used all the parks. We stayed outside in the park.
Yeah.
Now they're building houses in the parks. Nobody's using the parks no more. Nobody's
It
doing
used to be you find the park who had the best person of
Yeah.
basketball.
Yep,
or something.
everything, baseball, yep,
just
in
go
the
to
challenge, right?
Now
Yeah,
it's not like that.
Now
I
it's
think
not
that was
like
my
that.
last era.
Yeah,
Because we used to take the bikes and just go.
go wherever you wanted to go.
And no one's.
I used to travel. I used to travel from. I used to walk to the gym from Howard Houses in Brownsville all the way to Crown Heights to Albany Projects. Walk every day. No problem. Knew everybody. Yo, Blimp, what up? Yo. Everybody, all the way to my journey. Now people like, how did you walk from that far? Nobody tried to shoot you. Nobody tried to rob you. Like, what are you talking about?
They be making it seem as if a boogeyman's just gonna.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? It wasn't like that.
Yo, I be going back home to my neighborhood, and I be feeling fine. I feel more comfortable here.
Yeah.
And then when I tell people where I'm from, they be like, "Oh, you didn't get robbed. You got any friends that got
stigma.
killed?"
It's that stigma they put
we're
on
all
us.
humans. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
The next question I have for you. Why did you choose this path to go down? As far as boxing.
I don't think I chose this path. I think this path chose me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think this path chose me because it seemed like once I got involved in it, it's like everything just started coming to me like yo.
Easy.
People be saying like, yo, you one of the great trainers in New York. I'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm just one of the trainers in New York. But they say, nah, you're a legend. I never understand that when they be like, yo, Blimp, you're a legend. You're like, where did that come to be a legend? You hear about this, but when people start telling you that's who you are, you're like, wow. But that's not what you really set out to do. You just set out to train people, make world champions, and just enjoy your life.
And for someone who's doing what they love day to day, is it easy for you to get up in the morning? Or are there days where you feel challenged, where you have to say, okay, I got to get up?
I look forward to getting up in the morning, to come in here, to go to work. Like, when I go home, for me, boxing, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? I might be in the bed, I might lay there and think about, okay, this guy sparred today. He needs to do more of this. Or she needs to do more of this. Or we need to work on this. This is what I'm going to do with her tomorrow. This is what I'm going to do with him tomorrow. It's not like something that I'm just testing out or like a money-making thing for me. I mean, you make money, but it's not like I'm going to come in the game like, some guys who's in the game now, they put a towel on their shoulder and they seen a couple of fights on YouTube and they're going to tell me, yo, I'm training you today. What?
It did not go like that.
Yeah, like who are you? Who did you fight?
Yeah.
I mean, who trained you? Who were you around? I mean, I was around a lot of the greats. I was blessed to be around a lot of the greats. Eddie Futz. Like, I can go on and on with the list of all the people I know in boxing, but we'll be here all day. And I know you don't have that type of time.
I can see that.
But I love the game. It's not a like. I love this. I look forward to doing this. I don't want to do anything else.
You're passionate.
Pat,
and I see you with the teenagers. So they
love it.
Yeah.
I love changing people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I make them better. I make them feel good about themselves. Some people come in here and they have no enthusiasm. You know what I mean? But I try to help them change that. Relax. Love life, bro. You don't have that much longer to be here. So live and love and enjoy yourself, bro.
Heck yeah.
Do what you want. Do your passion. And this is my passion. And I love it. I come in the morning, everybody like, yo, Blimp. That's like, wow, that wakes you up. That's a nice
when I called you, you're like, yo, come at any time. I'm going to be here. So
yeah.
like, oh, shit.
This is what I'm here. I'm here from 7 to 7, sometimes 7 to 8:30. 8 o'clock at night, Monday through Saturday. I take off Sunday. And the only reason why I took off Sunday because one of my aunts told me, yo, Blimp, you go to the gym too much. Take some time off. You in there 7 days a week. I was like, you know what? I really am. I'm in here 7 days a week. I need to take a day for myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes you need that mental.
Yeah, right. And so I don't come on Sundays anymore. Nice. My Aunt Katie was like, one day off. I picked Sunday, the Lord day.
You said your aunt. Before I go to the next question, did you have any other family members that pushed you to stay focused on where you are today?
Did I what?
Did you have any other family members who pushed you to stay on this path of where you are?
No. Nobody pushed me. It's what I wanted to do. I loved it. They didn't have to push me. I was going to do this. It seemed like I was going to do this regardless. I even have my son. My son, he's a fighter,
What's his name?
same as mine.
Okay.
And
And
Delen
he's a
Parsley.
junior. He's a junior.
Same,
Okay.
yeah, he's a junior.
How long has he been fighting?
He's been fighting for maybe. I started him when he was 18. And today.
You started him when he was 18?
No, he started when he was 8. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He started when he was 8.
I was gonna say he got some good genetics to jump at 18.
Nah, he started when he was 8, and he was pretty good. He was decent, but then he got caught up in the same thing like all the other kids get caught up with today.
What's that?
Hanging out in the streets, hanging out, people getting in your head, making you feel like you're greater than what you are, and not really pushing you to do what you're supposed to do, pulling you other places instead of doing what you're supposed to. You know what I mean?
Would you say the difference between you and your son is that he had a different upbringing, and that's what makes him feel the way that he is now?
I would say that. I would say, yeah, he definitely has a different upbringing.
Would you say this generation is more entitled to feel as if they want to just feel like they're great and I should have this match and I should be partnered up with this champion right now? Are there any like greedy fighters you feel are like that, or just generations like that?
Well, this generation to me is like, it's more soft. It's a soft generation. The boxers, the managers, it's more soft because, like when we was coming up, a promoter or your manager would come to you and be like, "You fighting this guy? He's from Jersey. He's 6-2, or he's whatever his record is." You would be like, "Yes or no." Be like, "Yeah, I want to fight him. I don't care." I love a challenge. I want to fight him. But today, you got guys that go on YouTube, BoxRec, and they look at who this guy fought, who he fought, and why did he fight this guy? Like, why you want me to fight this guy? It's like nobody have those grits, the balls anymore. I don't care who I got to fight. I know to get to the top, I got to fight who's ever there.
Right.
But today they don't do that. They duck and they dodge. They duck and they dodge. It's more of a money thing now. It's not a love anymore. It's more of a money thing now.
Would you say the fighters are making that amount of money where they want to pick and choose?
Say it again?
Would you say that the fighters are making the right amount of money that's making them choose who they want, or they're making less and that's why they're choosing what they want?
I think they're making the right amount of money, but they're still able to choose who they want to fight and pick who they want to fight. Not like let the public do it for you.